It's been 14 days since Infinite Warfare's launch, and we've yet to have an episode of the Call of Duty News of the Week, so let's jump right into it. Call of Duty sales at retailers in the UK have fallen nearly 50% in terms of units sold compared with last year's title Black Ops 3, and is currently lagging behind Battlefield 1, although it had an extra 2 weeks to sell copies. It's not all terrible news, though, as it was still the second highest launch in 2016, with FIFA 17 being first. I guess those UK guys definitely like them copy-paste games, huh? And revenue is only down 25% compared with Black Ops 3, almost certainly due to the increased number of Legacy and Special Editions sold for Modern Warfare Remastered being alongside Infinite Warfare. So, of course, in order to make up for the lack of units being moved, Call of Duty Points have been introduced into Infinite Warfare less than 2 weeks after the game launched. Now you can get supply drops that look like this. Normally in a casino, getting 3 of the same is a good thing, but not in this shit show of a slot machine. Activision, spelled with a $, is really showing off their change strategy and milking the shit out of their exhausted fans instead of trying to reach out to new ones.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for them.
At least the Infinite Warfare team has been interacting with the community regarding fixing their game, as they had a live stream yesterday to discuss some of the new items in their latest patch, and holy shit, can you believe it? It actually had decent audio and video this time. The update notes are pretty small compared to all of the items they discussed, so that either means that they always dumb down patch notes for us, or items are coming soon, which seems to be the new norm with games nowadays. Including in the notes for the patch are a nerf to the Volk assault rifle, multiple fixes to the infected game mode like inactivity kick, and a backout mechanism to summon suicides to become the first infected, and adding free-for-all and kill confirmed to the hardcore playlist while removing defender, because of course people were boosting in a game mode when spawns are predictable and there's no minimap. Now during the live stream they spent most of the time talking about changes being made for esports, like rig abilities being less impactful when PTFOing, like cloak and reactive armor getting twice the burn rate when interacting with a bomb or drone, along with rewind and teleport dropping the flag or the drone when being used. Also, spawns for hardpoint will be adjusted because apparently that's the only game mode that needs spawn tweaking, and for esports rules, the multifunctional weapons like the EBR 800 and the RPR will now only have their primary mode accessible to better balance the weapon draft, and bomb site locations will be adjusted on many maps for S&D. All this time spent talking about esports, yet they repeatedly dodged the question asked in the chat of having an actual ranked playlist similar to the past 2 Call of Duty games, but this Infinity Ward we're talking about here. You know, the people that didn't launch with a ranked playlist in Call of Duty Ghosts and an S&D bomb glitch which they didn't fix, which affected multiple tournaments, they don't actually give a shit about trying to introduce new players into competitive for an FPS with aim assist played on a console. For the rest of us plebs, however, they did hint at some upcoming things, such as an early December major title update and the introduction of a playlist which, quote, old school Call of Duty fans will enjoy. I wonder if it's going to be a playlist to disable the advanced movement, which will result in more camping than Yellowstone National Park. Oh, and of course, leaderboards are still on the to-do list, which many idiots asked about, because apparently showing off your E-Peen is the only thing that they give a shit about. Do us a favor, Infinity Ward, don't implement leaderboards. This way, shit stains won't play passively for their precious KD. There was another patch that came out on 11/11, but be careful what you wished for, as there are numerous typos in the patch notes, including references to a map called Riot for frontline spawn updates, and a stinger being able to lock on to your own streaks. Did they copy-paste the patch lines from Advanced Warfare or some shit? Also, the patch came to PC about a week later, and they didn't even bother to make edits regarding platform-specific problems when posting them to Steam. However, according to that live stream I mentioned earlier, PC players will be getting something special. Wonder what the fuck that is. Considering the paltry 15,000 maximum concurrent users on Infinite Warfare during launch week, compare that to over 60,000 in Black Ops 3 during launch week, they're going to need something special like mod tools in order to attract people to play it on PC instead of Black Ops 3, which actually has mod tools even though they were 8 months later than scheduled. Anyway, some of the fixes from this patch include metal and map exploit fixes, increasing the free-for-all score from 50 to 100 such that games don't play as slow as a cricket match, and a fix for the Xbox One frame rate issue, which is pretty remarkable considering how underpowered the hardware actually is. Apparently there are over 1,000 bug fixes in this title update, but most of them weren't important enough to put on Reddit, so unlike Battlefield 1's 12-page PDF, this is more consumable for their audience. You know. people that don't have enough attention span to read all that shit. Now on to Modern Warfare Remastered. There was also a patch done for the game to fix the Prestige leaderboard reset bug, because unlike Infinite Warfare, there actually are leaderboards in that game. And since people are bitching about the game not being exactly the same as the original, even though you could still play the original right now, there are planned updates as Raven is looking into footstep sounds, smoke grenade coverage, and weapon flinch, but no date has been announced yet. In other Modern Warfare Remastered news, a Reddit user has found hidden loot references in the game files, including a dealer similar to Blackjack and main body _ loot, which could suggest character customization. Additionally, a ton of weapon models were uncovered here in these screenshots of weapons in past Call of Duty titles, including a shovel, S12 shotgun, PP2000, Galil, Striker, 44 Magnum, M240, and something called the XMLAR, which resembles either the MX Garand in Black Ops 3 or maybe the FAL for Modern Warfare 2. It remains to be seen if these weapons will be eventually added to Modern Warfare Remastered via those lovely supply drops, or maybe a free update, but let's be serious, come on now. Or this is just code and assets that were left over from copying code from the previous game in order to make Modern Warfare Remastered. That happens sometimes, except you just comment the shit out. You don't actually leave it in the game files anywhere. Lastly, in Call of Duty news, the current voice actor strike has revealed some news about the potential title of the upcoming Call of Duty 2017. Yes, we are talking about COD 2017, 2 weeks after COD 2016 launched. Holy shit, let that sink in just a second. Anyways, the organization has revealed a list of publishers and games actors were currently working on, and listed under Activision is both Infinite Warfare with its working titles, along with COD Stronghold, aka Call of Duty Stronghold and Lethal Combat. Considering that these are the most generic titles ever, it might as well be called Call of Duty Pew Pew or Call of Duty Shooting Up Shit. We can't really derive the setting from the title of the game. However, people that were not fans of the Exos and Advanced Warfare will rejoice that COD 2017 will most likely not be a sequel to Sledgehammer Games' first foray into the Call of Duty series. Anyways, that's going to do it for the Call of Duty news of the week, and if you're one of the half of the people without the Legacy Editions, which is actually 25% of Black Ops 3 sales from last year if you're counting, then there's double XP on Infinite Warfare this week, and I've been the Schwantz27, out like Luke Kuechly. Until next time.